This is example 5. Express h as a composition of two simpler functions. This is the same thing as a decomposing. We're decomposing the functions into simpler functions. So what we want to do is find two functions so that, let's call those two functions f of g of x, so that the result is 3x squared minus 1 raised to the fifth. So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking that maybe I can have g of x being 3x squared minus 1. And so let's call that g of x 3x squared minus 1. So I'm putting the g of x goes to g, and then I get out 3x squared minus 1. Then I'm going to take that and put it into the function f. And I want that function to have a specific rule so that when I get out, 3x squared minus 1 raised to the fifth. So in order to take this and raise it to the fifth, I need this function f to be something to the fifth. I need the input to be raised to the fifth. So f of x would be x raised to the fifth. We can check this by performing the composition. So f of g of x, again, we're going to replace g of x with 3x squared minus 1, and then put that into the f function. F function is the input raised to the fifth power. The input here is going to be 3x squared minus 1. So the result is the same thing as the function h of x. So that's good. Let's take a look at example B. Again, we're decomposing the function. So let's call h of x f of g of x. And that equals 5 over the square root of x plus or minus. I'm going to, I think there's a typo in here, so I'm just going to erase one of the sign here. Let's call that x plus 3. X plus 3. All right, so I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, hey, you know what? I'm going to call x plus 3 g of x. So g of x equals x plus 3. Now, x is in first input into g, and g is x plus 3. So the output will give us x plus 3. And then we're going to input that x plus 3 into the function f so that we get out 5 over square root of x plus 3. So what should f be? So I'm looking at this diagram. I'm thinking that f of x should be 5 over the input x. Now we can check this one. F of g of x, since g we decided to be x plus 3, this is going to be f of x plus 3. Then we put x plus 3 into the function f. I'm going to write out the outline of f, 5 over the square root of the input, and the input is x plus 3, x plus 3. So we do end up with the original function h of x equals 5 over the square root of x plus 3. So the answer for this would be these two functions.